as the world certainly watches what's happening there in Ukraine. All eyes also on Vladimir Putin as this crisis escalates. Our foreign correspondent James Longman has the latest from Moscow on Putin and his inner circle. James, hello.
Yeah, TJ, announcements on new financial restrictions or penalties come almost daily. One by one, countries and institutions around the world are cutting Russia off. The big question, can any of this stop Vladimir Putin?
For Russia, every day of war is a step further into isolation, ever-tightening sanctions changing the lives of ordinary people. With the ruble sinking against the dollar, foreign reserves frozen and a ban on foreign dealings with Russian businesses, France's finance minister this morning saying the West intends to collapse Russia's economy.
I don't have that much money, but I took a little bit, but it is worrying.
This woman tells me the ATM didn't work for her, but she was able to line up and get cash from the teller.
Who do you think is to blame for this? Do you think it's Vladimir Putin or do you think it's us, the West?
I support Putin, she says. It's our country. How can I feel otherwise? Another man isn't as lucky as the lady.
You don't have any cash?
And this bank don't have cash.
So you couldn't get cash out of this bank?
No have.
Why?
You know.
Protests continue. Now nearly 7,500 people arrested in more than 100 towns and cities across the country. Putin has his support, of course, but this war could turn back 30 years of progress, and not many want that. The Russian Tourist Board says 150,000 Russians are now stranded abroad. Their flights cancelled, their bank cards not accepted.
What we're dealing with here is a government that's lying to its people, the people starting to figure out that they have been lied to, but because of the repression in Russia, they don't have very many outlets to express their discontent or to do anything about it.
On camera Monday, Putin responding to the newly imposed sanctions on Russia, referring to the West as an empire of lies. And this morning, we're also taking a closer look at Putin's state of mind. Photos of him sitting far apart from his other world leaders and even his own top advisors. Few reports that he's remained isolated in recent years and hunkered down during COVID. So what about his inner circle? Sergei Shoigu, Russia's defense minister, is thought to be closest to him. They've been known to go on hunting expeditions together. Sergei Lavrov, Putin's foreign minister, he may be the public face of the regime, but it's thought not as close to the president. Chief spy Alexander Bortnikov, he's head of the FSB, successor to the Soviet spy agency, the KGB, and apparently a trusted advisor. Those closest to Putin share his Cold War mentality, so even if he is listening to advice, it may only be what he wants to hear.
The dangerous truth of this war is that it's not just an existential crisis for Ukraine, but for Vladimir Putin himself. The route he has chosen, this invasion, means failure is not an option. And so the consequences for this country are dire too. George?
So clear. Okay, James, thanks very much. Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.